Yeah,
I
here
mean, my Blasphemous 1 run counter is already at 16. I did 1 run. Because I reset there.
At least it's all at the
fuck
very
time.
beginning.
There we go. Yeah, at least it's all at the very beginning. It's, oh yeah, this fucking nightmare grinding Wego affiliate persons in Blast 2. Like, just the how much I want to reset every time I don't get perfect RNG on the first boss.
That was the
Yeah.
restricted run, getting the first set of tiers. Oh, that sucked.
Yeah.
I've reset so many times.
See, I didn't do that. I didn't do restricted, but I did try for the Bleeding Crown once or twice, and when that happened, I just lost my concentration at seeing everyone dancing.
Yeah, he just dashes. It's funny.
Slide to the right. Slide to the
Don't forget to
right.
set up.
I'm
Yeah,
setting
we go.
up, don't you worry.
You should name the split that at that point.
Step up!
Set up, goddammit.
I went, for context, I went through loads of runs of forgetting to set this up constantly, and I'd do the wrong warp and it just spawns you on the other side of this door. And
Oh.
I can't do this.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to know if you got it. If you see the tip of Mea Culpa, you got it. But
Yeah.
getting it is way harder, surprisingly.
So is it that when you so when you select to delete a save, it makes
Yeah,
it
it
transparent? That's
has
very
the
nice.
transparency effect.
Which
That
you
was
move
one of my
with
least
keyboard.
favorite parts. That was my least favorite part about doing the infinite Mea Culpa was timing it, and I got it down.
The miracle has forsaken us, and my
I mean,
ornate
yeah.
throne
If
was
in
it
Mea
for me? It was
Culpa, you
getting the
still do.
ladders. It was dropping down the ladders.
Yeah. IMC, you still have to do blind because it's only work
Yeah.
on main menu skip, not.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, you
I'm
can.
now doing basically Infinite Mea Culpa with no sound because the game volume is so fucking low, but it's fine, you know.
Who needs sound anyway?
Someone tell me how I can get that transition every single time for Storm's Life, not other ones. Oh, I forgot to split Holy Lane. Whatever.
Oh yeah. And yeah. It's funny that one of the dumbest, I mean, not the hardest, but kind of the dumbest skip in the previous run is the hardest IMMS now. Like just double warden skip, just
Yeah.
Yep.
like every other IMMS is kind of easy once you get the queue. It's tight, but it's fine. This one is a fucking nightmare. Every single time.
Every single time.
Like you can do a full jump, where every other one you just do a full jump and time it. This one you have to do a small jump, and if TPO is still rising once you get the loading, it never works. But if he is falling, like he just snaps to the ground.
Yeah, like sucks
you're
him
like,
straight down. Like,
How? How? Where's the timing? I hate it.
well, I'm tempted to just do the other one, but that means you have to do
Yeah.
that room, and that room
The
sucks.
problem isn't even the other one, it's the wrong warp after that just saves so much time.
Yeah.
Like the whole time on the platforms and falling down the platforms and everything. Just
Not gonna get first try zip this time.
the reason it saves that much time is that you can use wrong warp on every time we use it. Like, so it saves time twice every time you set it up.
I need to do a co-op run with IMMS. Oh wait, actually it won't work because it works differently on.
Yeah, it's
4.0.
a different version, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can still
Right,
wrong
Elton
warp
was
though.
trying to get that to work, right? And he couldn't figure it out. Maybe that's for the best.
The co-op run would look so fucking stupid if it had like a bunch
It
of
would
people
look-
doing wrong warps
It's like
everywhere.
everyone just like zipping around.
Just.
Oh, yeah.
It already has a bunch of wrong warp stuff in it, but
Yeah.
not as
Imagine
much
doing
as
that on like
could be.
AGDQ.
Well, me and Roche want to do a co-op
Yeah.
run in a marathon. And we
Yeah,
want
that
to do
would
the
be lots
4
of
one.
fun.
If you get 4-player co-op for summer AGDQ, that would be so
If that happens, I will learn the route. Like that would be so. Like maybe if not, even if not for AGDQ, but just like just for fun.
Well, the thing is, the route's going to be different for 4 than it is for the 2, so
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
all have to learn new shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you need 4 players that are able to
Every
train
time, yeah.
every time. I mean, like I can't get 2 people to play a game most of the
Yeah.
time. How the fuck
4
am I
is a lot
supposed to get
harder.
4?
It's hard enough
Like-
for me and Roche to schedule a fucking time to do a co-op
Yeah.
run, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like this tabletop RPG. Like you
Yeah.
start it once because you have everybody motivated, and then after 2 sessions, there's nobody left.
Well, that's what the same thing with tabletop RPG. You just need to schedule a weekly or like bi-weekly,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
like
but
speedrun routing session.
yeah,
Uh,
you need people to be committed though, and
yeah, exactly.
also I find it hard to just say, hey, I'm going to plan when I'm doing speedrunning, because it has to be fun, and if you're not in the right mindset, it's kind of hard to train.
Yeah, for sure.
Like doing zip for 3 hours in a row when you are not in the right headspace is just not something you want to do.
Just hell.
Like really good recipe to break a keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Don't, please.
I think the longest time I practiced zip for,
Good.
nice. Longest time I practiced zip for was, I think, a good 2 hours.
Wow. At least you can practice zip without doing zip. Like
Yeah,
you can
but,
get
like-
the timing without having to wait 10 seconds every time.
Exactly. But, the thing is, when I was practicing it in the convent. Because I didn't know any other
Oh,
like
yeah.
good places I could
Oh
practice.
yeah.
And I would get it several times, and then when I got it, I'd have to go make my way down to the
Oh no.
window. And I was like, I'm sure there's a better place to do this. But it was like sunk cost fallacy. It's like, at this point, I'm gonna get committed before I can find a new one. Never did.
I hate to say the longest I've ever practiced zip is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I could never be arsed practicing that shit. Even when I couldn't do
Yeah.
it. Like, I learned how to do it and I was like, okay, I'm doing runs now.
Yeah. Well, that was what I was doing too, but then I had one run that I lost maybe 5 minutes to the zip, and I went, okay.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I'm not, I was still in the 30-minute run stage, right, where I'm like dying to Escobar at the end. But I just decided that I simply needed to practice it.
Yeah. Damn, this one warp saves so much time.
Jesus.
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's the reason you do double warden skip that way. It just saves so
Yeah.
much time. And that this room gets skipped 3. We get it through it 3 times in the run. It gets skipped all the 3 times. It's so fucking fun. Everybody just hates it and just gets skipped.
One of my favorite parts about the last one route was the fact that you could just duplicate this mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, be extremely happy. I can't duplicate it when you deposit it with main menu storage, because I tried.
Yeah.
I tried like for 1 hour and a half, and if it worked, you would have like a 2-zip route, and it's no, just don't.
I think it's really funny. Before I started getting involved with Blasphemous speedrunning, I was always of the opinion like, oh, you know, if you find a new glitch, like some crazy thing, it's great. That's perfect. And then you go faster. But now it was like it's like I'm sitting here looking at the IMMS. I'm like, please no.
I know. I
Please.
suggested that mask dupe and was like, "Don't work. Please don't work."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we had a discussion yesterday. Like, if it works, tell me it doesn't work, please.
Yeah,
Please.
just lie, and we'll just you will not tell the world. No one has to know.
No one needs to
mean,
know.
There is some communities that just have some glitches that, yep, we don't do this. Just, no, we don't. Fuck it.
I mean,
This doesn't exist.
that's why with Hollow Knight, like the main category is no major glitches. Because if you do every glitch, you get that insane
Yeah.
shit, like you're stacking multiple save files on top of each other. Like,
Yeah.
I watched a run recently,
Yeah, you
and
can't
the
understand
top
anything.
comment was, I can't believe it turned out to be that spawning an entire room with spikes on the final boss turned out to be too slow.
That's...
Because that's what they
Yeah.
used to do. They would stack a save file so that there was a room with spikes that would just kill the final boss. But that's too slow.
Yeah, nah, this one is stupid. It has like
Mhm.
everything. I think one of my favorite stupid run is got to be Ocarina of Time, just because like you playing the game and then you open the bottle and you win.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? What the fuck happened?
World
I
record
was like,
pace,
wait,
by the
I think I
way.
missed something.
Yeah, it's like this incredibly precise like RNG manip where they spent so much time finding it, but when you see it, it's just, yep, I opened the bottle and I won. Deep.
That's
no.
hilarious. We need to find like a run where there's some sort of like wrong warp manipulation that you can manipulate which room you spawn in, and just find a way to get that spawn in like pile of ash or something.
Yeah.
You open the game, you know, you walk over to the warden, you do this weird menu stuff, and then suddenly you're just like Requiem Paradinam. Or no, no, Scuba Blasphemia.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Blasphemous 2 will get a door skip at some point. I can't believe we are
what skip,
just
sorry?
blocked behind the door to Crimson Rain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one door. You
It's
won't
so
get me to believe we can't skip
so
one door.
close. I have spent so much time where I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go like with free cam, debug, hitbox viewer, all that, and just examine that room. And I search for like external things, like, you know, maybe they accidentally left a spike out of bounds somewhere that we can somehow use to wrong respawn to that small area right behind the door. Like, maybe there's a chance.
Is the loading zone there though? Like before you?
Yeah, the loading
activate
zone is there before
Oh
the doors
fuck!
open.
Yeah, okay. Because
That was the first thing that I went to look
yeah,
at. I was like,
most of the
please.
time in this kind of game, if it's not possible, it's because there is no loading zone.
Yeah.
The
But
moment
there
you put
is.
the loading zone here, it
It's
will be
there.
found at some point.
The problem is the only out-of-bounds methods we know, like, involve enemies.
Yeah.
There's no enemies in that room. We gotta find a way to stack save files so we can
I
we
mean-
can put an enemy in that room.
I was wondering if there is anything that gives us no clip in in Blast 2, but I don't think. I think nothing gives to no clip. So and
Even then, the devs been very careful with out of bounds,
Yeah.
because if you do the wrong thing with out of bounds, you just die
Right,
instantly.
yeah. Yeah.
World record.
Nice.
And yeah, also the thing with
have
that's
an old
weird with Blast 2 is like it's extremely resistant to storage. Like you can't
Yeah.
store anything.
No.
Every time I try to store something, I'm like, but just let me keep something. What
Yeah,
the fuck are you doing?
it kind of makes me happy that the unrestricted category is like pretty normal. But on the other hand, it's a lot less interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind a very broken category.